We are back right now at 5:30. Of course, we are remembering our dear friend and our beloved colleague, Denise Essenza, tonight. This is incredibly hard, as you can imagine. Denise was right here by my side at this desk for 5 years. She welcomed me to Channel 3 when I came for a job interview in 2014, and we had what they call like a run-through. We sat down and pretended we were doing the news, and I really did not do very well. And I did something wrong with the teleprompter at one point, and she grabbed my hand and she said, "It's okay. You're going to be okay, and this is where you need to be." And from that moment on, I realized why everyone, everywhere, absolutely adored this woman, because she had such compassion and so many strong feelings for people everywhere she went, whether it was here in the newsroom where she welcomed the newest people with open arms and made sure that they were also welcomed in turn by you, the viewer. And I know right now she would be telling me I'm saying way too much about her. And unfortunately, sorry, Denise, I love you dearly, but we're gonna continue our wonderful coverage of you because you deserve this. As you know, she passed away over the weekend. Her death comes as a shock to all of us here at Channel 3. And of course, we are all thinking of Denise's family. She is survived by her husband, Wayne, and her daughter, Catherine. And I can tell you that in commercial breaks, she constantly talked about Catherine, what Catherine was doing, what Catherine was working on at school, and the woman Catherine had become. She was constantly talking about Catherine and Wayne, and she was so proud of the daughter Catherine had become. Denise, of course, came to Channel 3 back in 1986. For 33 years, she anchored the evening news with distinguished grace and, of course, compassion. And she always, take it from me, she always had the viewer at the front of her mind. She was not just a great friend and not just a mentor to me and so many people here at Channel 3, but she was an exceptional journalist. This is a story here that we put together back in 2015 when Denise was the first female inducted into the Connecticut Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
Good evening, I'm Mideast Essenza.
Anyone who has watched the news in Connecticut over the past 3 decades has almost certainly welcomed Denise Essenza into their home.
I have some personal news that I'd like to share with you right now. I'm going to have a baby.
She's the longest-serving news anchor at a single TV station in the state. Denise was honored by the Connecticut Broadcasters Association.
It is my privilege to give you Denise Essenza.
Clarence DePalma, WFSB's vice president and general manager, helped induct Denise into the CBA's Hall of Fame.
She's such a wonderful person, and she cares. It's not that she just reads the news, she cares about the news. She cares about Connecticut. She cares what's happening in her hometown and in everyone's hometown in this great state.
The CBA's been around for 60 years, representing radio and TV stations here, but this is the first year they've had a Hall of Fame ceremony, celebrating those who've made the biggest difference on the air. So there was no doubt about Denise.
It's overwhelming, absolutely overwhelming.
She defines local TV with her grace and genuine compassion for each and every viewer at home.
I am so grateful for their support all these years, allowing me to come into their homes and giving them the news. You know, many times it was bad news or hard news to handle, but I feel like we weathered it together. So thank you for your support, all those people in Connecticut.
Denise really isn't too comfortable with all kinds of attention like this. For her, it's always been and always will be about everyone who's trusted her for almost 30 years in Connecticut.
I share this honor with each and every person at Channel 3 in every department, and I thank them for their support. What a great family. I'm blessed.
We were all blessed to work with Denise and to know Denise, everyone in this building and everywhere throughout Connecticut. We've been hearing all day from people at other TV stations. She just impacted people everywhere. Of course, she brought a special light, a special energy, and I think we're all lucky because a piece of that is in all of us now. And no matter how difficult the news was, she had all kinds of positivity and kindness all the time. Last week, you all know, was such a difficult week with the Amber Alert and just so many terrible stories. And she at one point said on the news, "It's okay, everybody, let's take a deep breath. Let's get through this together." And that's what she was doing, constantly offering words of encouragement. When she saw something good, she made sure to recognize it. And that's just part of what made her presence here so special.